All right, everyone, wrapping up 2024. In this video, we are going to be looking at a few other things that I do. The reason this is important is because I do think it's good to have a bit of variety, particularly when you're taking on something that is particularly monumental and takes up a lot of your time. It's good to have a bit of a break from it. Saying that, the things I'm about to show on this video, I've not actually been able to do much of recently as the training has got particularly full on and I'm getting really close to the World Championships. I'm now 60 days away from basically competing in the World Championships in Australia. So not long to go. The training is super hard at the moment. I'm super tired. I'm on the 5th week of a block of training where I've been training 15 to 16 hours a week. And I've been averaging about 300 kilometers across the bike, swim and run. My body is taking it, but I am tired. I probably look tired. And so, yes, but back to the point of the video. The few things on this video are going to start with the guitar. So I've been learning guitar probably since university. I think it was university, which was in the 90s, which is obviously very cool at the moment with everyone being well into Oasis. Am I getting a bit of FOMO? I guess so. Would I love to go? Yes, but my focus is the World Championships and I'm going to have to miss out. That said, I did see Oasis in the 90s and I guess my, not claim to fame, what can I say, kudos points is I saw them at Nebworth in 96 when they first did Nebworth, their most iconic gig ever. So, you know, I can't grumble too much, but it's just funny how many people are suddenly into Oasis. But it's kind of cool as well because there's a lot of young people getting into it. And that's why I'm showing guitar, because that's where my musical interest started, with the guitar. Well, not the guitar, but with bands leading into the guitar, which I never quite managed to master, but I'm still learning now. Not done it much this year, but did a lot in 2024. So there's a few videos on that. The next thing is in 2014, I became an uncle and now I'm an uncle 3 times over and I'm doing my best to be the coolest uncle I can be. Up. Ready? Got to clap though. Go on, Arms, you ready? You gonna clap? Got to clap. Why are you doing this?
Do you press up? Do you press up? And let's do the simple clap. On a clap. Clap your hand. We did it. Mickey.
As my brother has another brother, and obviously being a competitive person, I'm trying to be the coolest uncle. I think I'm winning purely because I live closer and I see them more often. So there'll be a video of me with, well, it was 1 in 2014. I now am an uncle 3 times over, well, 4 times over, I think. So there's that. Oh, maybe 5 times. Maybe 5 times, actually. So, yep. And then what else have I sort of, again, these are interests that I have that I try and do when I can and when I have time and when I'm not exhausted. Acting, that's one I've mentioned before. That came out of nowhere in 2019. Acted opposite Keira Knightley, which I've probably mentioned more than triathlon. And yeah, I did an acting course and I've done some short films and I've done a number of self-tapes. And in 2024, I had a few good self-tapes. Unfortunately, I didn't get any of the roles, One in particular, which I'll show next, I came third. The director even rang me and said he was really keen to use me for a music video, which was based on the self-tape I did, but unfortunately the record label went a different way and I didn't get that one. But still, it was cool and I enjoyed doing the self-tapes. Again, this year, I've not even looked at them. My focus is the training the world champs. And then the final thing, and probably the biggest thing, which I don't talk about much on this channel, but is always in the background, and I'm always showing a different record or a different CD. And if I move out of the way, you can see all of these posters, and me and my three of my closest friends, we ran a night in Brighton called Blah Blah Blah. It's one of the biggest nights in Brighton for a good 6 or 7 years. And we were DJs and we got to DJ in two of the main clubs in Brighton pretty much every week. We played in Ibiza, we played in Fabric. And so much like the other things that I've mentioned, the guitar and the acting, not so much the uncle thing, I haven't got much, or I haven't had enough time to do much of that. I haven't DJ'd much. I've done the odd gig here and there. I did a bit. I practice. I still buy records. I think one turned up today. Probably doesn't mean anything to you, but that's a new record that I've just bought. And yeah, last year I had a gig. So I think I've got a video of me practicing. And actually this year I've got a gig which is for a friend of mine. I say gig, is his wedding, although he was one of our blah 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 crew who's getting married this year. So blah 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 are coming out of retirement for his wedding, so that should be fun. So yeah, this video is just, I guess the moral of the story is don't neglect all your other interests. They provide a good sort of break from whatever challenge or hardcore thing you're trying to achieve. And yeah, I think the other thing I just want to add is that when I was doing the DJing, which was kind of my first career, so before the triathlon, it's all I did. And it just became electronic music, everything. And I forgot about guitar. I forgot about guitar music. And that's all I did. I still went to the gym a bit, but I didn't keep fit that often. And when it ended, I suddenly realized I had all these other interests that I'd been ignoring. So the lesson from this is keep your interests going, even when you're tackling something challenging and hardcore that's taking a lot of your time. You'll appreciate it when whatever that challenge is finishes and you get to the end of it. So there we go. What's coming after this, I'm not really sure, so I hope you enjoyed the video and just keep an eye on the channel, and don't forget to like the video and maybe subscribe if you're finding what I'm waffling on about interesting. Okay, have a great week and a great weekend, and I'll see you all soon.
We need harmony.